Over the centuries, monarchies have constructed grandiose palaces to host important events, for security purposes or simply to show off. From the legendary Versailles to the iconic Buckingham Palace, these opulent royal residencies have become some of the world's most popular tourist destinations, offering contemporary visitors a glimpse into the past. Whilst it's almost impossible to spend a night in these palaces unless you are a royal member or it has been repurposed into a hotel, you can visit them and soak in their architectural splendour and rich history. In this video, we have compiled a list of the 10 brightest and biggest palaces on Earth. From a palace with a copious amount of flowers that the scent once overpowered guests to another with glowing red and pink sandstone, we've got you covered. Grab your fanciest attire and let the adventure begin. Château de Chambord, France. Located in the Loire Valley of Loire-et-Cher, France, this French Renaissance building was commissioned by Francis I, and it is the largest chateau in the Loire Valley. It was constructed between 1519 and 1547 CE to serve as a hunting lodge for the king and his entourage, and today it is one of the most famous and visited buildings in France. As one of the great Renaissance patrons, King Francis I commissioned the services of many celebrated French and foreign artists. One such figure was the Italian engineer and architect Leonardo da Vinci, whom historians agree was involved in the preliminary design stage of Château de Chambord, especially the double helix staircase, which he made several sketches of in his notebooks. As you approach the Château de Chambord, you will quickly appreciate the extraordinary amount of detail in every aspect of the building. The castle's French Renaissance architectural style combines traditional medieval defensive structures with classical Italian aspects. The castle's main body is roughly square in shape, with a large tower in each corner. The elaborate roof features several towers, lanterns and chimneys, while its northwestern facade was renovated to incorporate 2 additional wings. Inside, Château de Chambord boasts 84 staircases, 400 plus rooms and an almost equal number of fireplaces. On the first floor, there are several grand rooms including a small chapel, the hunting and Bourbon's rooms, 18th century kitchens and a huge collection of traditional horse-drawn carriages. The second floor includes incredible vaulted ceilings with the symbols of King Francois I, several hunting exhibition rooms, and access to the chateau's ornate roof. From the castle's top level, you can walk between the towers while admiring the enormous attention to detail in the masonry work, as well as lovely views across the gardens. Apart from the building itself, you can also explore the neatly manicured gardens around the edges of Château de Chambord, as well as the very extensive parkland. Buckingham Palace, London. Moving to the United Kingdom's capital London and located in the city of Westminster, just next to Green Park, it is the royal family's official residence in London and a venue for state occasions. Construction began in 1608 during King James VI's reign, and it wasn't completed until 1853. In between and the preceding years, the palace has undergone major facelifts, including the redesigning of the front facade, and even survived World War II. Today, many tourists visit Buckingham Palace and admire it from the peripheries, but it is also possible to go inside. If you happen to be visiting London between July and October, be sure to indulge in a guided or self-guided tour of the palace. Inside, you can access 19 of Buckingham's 775 rooms, including the state rooms where the Queen entertains guests for state affairs, the throne room and the White Drawing Room. Don't forget to swing by the ballroom and pass through the garden on the way out. You also have the option to pay more for access to the Royal Mews and the Queen's Gallery. Hawa Mahal, India. Situated in the city of Jaipur, Hawa Mahal was constructed in 1799 by Savai Pratap Singh as an observation court for the royal ladies and their female servants. Despite its medieval architecture, the Hawa Mahal is the tallest building in the world that has been built without a foundation. Towering 50 meters high, it has a curved architecture that leans at an 87-degree angle and a pyramidal shape, which has helped it stay upright for centuries. But the absolute showstopper of the palace is the 953 windows, or jarocas, adorned with intricate honeycomb-like designs. They were and are still used to keep the palace cool. This, compounded with pink and red sandstone, makes the palace one of the most pictured buildings in India. Inside the Hawa Mahal complex, you'll find Sharad Mandir on the first floor, glass-decorated Ratan Mandir on the second floor, and Vishtra Mandir, Prakash Mandir, and Hawa Mandir on the 3 remaining floors. The Winter Palace, Russia. Magnificently located on the bank of Neva River, this barrack-style palace was once the Tsar's residence and is easily the most impressive attraction in St. Petersburg. Boasting a green and white facade, this 3-story palace features 1,945 windows, 1,786 doors, and 1,057 lavishly decorated rooms and halls, many of which are open to the public. The Winter Palace was constructed in 1708 for Peter I, and it has religiously retained its grandeur despite the frequent attacks, including the 1917 Red Army attack. In the engineering department, the palace is adorned with intricate artwork on the domes and Elizabethan barrack-style architecture from end to end. Inside the palace, you'll find the Hermitage Museum, which is the largest art gallery in Russia, displaying works from popular artists including Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, Raphael, and Titian. So large is the art collection in the museum that if you spent a minute looking at each, it would take 11 years to see everything. Istana Nurul Iman Palace, Brunei. Located on the banks of the Brunei River, southwest of its capital, Bandar Seri Begawan, the Istana Nurul Iman is the world's largest residential palace. Sitting on a whopping 2 million square feet, this marvel of a building contains 1,800 rooms, 257 restrooms, a 5,000 capacity banquet room, and a 1,500 capacity prayer hall. All this is connected by 18 elevators and 44 marble staircases. And if that's not impressive enough, the palace has a helipad, a 110 cars garage, 5 swimming pools, and an air-conditioned stable for their horses. Architectural-wise, Istana Nurul Iman fuses architectural styles from around the world, including Italy, Malaysia, and Turkey. This range of styles is evident in the unique combination of pillars, arches, facades, and roofing. Today, Istana Nurul Iman serves many purposes, including acting as Brunei's royal family's primary residence, the official seat of the Bruneian government, and the headquarters of the Sultanate. You can only visit Istana Nurul Iman 3 days per lunar year, when the Sultan opens doors to the public during Hari Raya Aidil Fitri, an annual holiday at the end of Ramadan. As a guest, you'll enjoy traditional dishes and desserts served on fine silverware imprinted with Brunei's national emblem. You can also queue to meet Sultan Bolkiah or Queen Saleha after your meal. All this without spending a dime. If you can't make it during the Hari Raya holiday, you can only peek through the front gate on regular days. The Forbidden City, China. Nestled in the center of the Chinese city of Beijing, the Forbidden is a large palace complex and a major tourist attraction in the country. It was the official residence of the Emperor of China for over 500 years, from 1420 to 1924, from the Ming Dynasty, which is renowned for constructing most parts of the Great Wall of China, to the end of the Qing Dynasty. The enormous complex was constructed between 1406 and 1420 and covers an era of 72 hectares. It consists of 980 buildings and exemplifies the traditional Chinese architectural style, and was repurposed into a museum in 1925 that welcomes millions of visitors every year. Inside, you'll find grand and deluxe halls with surprisingly magnificent treasures to satisfy even the most demanding history lover. Royal Palace of Madrid, Spain. Dating back to the 9th century Muslim Kingdom of Toledo, the Royal Palace of Madrid is located in the western part of downtown Madrid. It is the official residence of the Spanish royal family in Madrid and the largest palace of its kind in Western Europe, and indeed the world. Measuring 135,000 square meters, it features 3,418 rooms, most of which are packed with works of rare art and unique treasures from around the world. Simply walking around the outside of the royal palace is an adventure in itself. There is a large courtyard surrounded by elegant iron fencing and a stunning view across the countryside beyond a clear day. Once inside, you'll have a chance to access the huge lavish halls, banqueting rooms, the throne room, residential areas, the royal armory, and royal pharmacy. The royal palace also houses hundreds and possibly millions of art exhibitions that are available to view for the public at no extra charge. Royal Palace of Caserta, Italy. Located in the north of Naples, this former royal residence is a masterpiece of the Kingdom of the Two Sicilies and the Bourbon Kingdom, and a UNESCO-listed site. Considered the largest palace in the world in terms of floor space and volume, the palace was designed by the infamous Luigi Vanvitelli and features 5 floors and 1,1200 rooms. First thing you'll love about this palace is the 120 acres royal garden, which is adorned with gushing fountains and monumental sculptures. From the scenographic views, step into the palace using the grand staircase of honor and brilliantly decorated ceilings. Continue strolling through the painted halls of the royal apartments and marvel at the large collection of Baroque art that is housed within the palace. Also within the complex is the elegant Palatine Chapel, which celebrates Renaissance, Baroque and Mannerist traditions. Alhambra, Spain. Poised high above Granada, on Spain's Costa del Sol, the Alhambra Palace was constructed in the 13th century for the kings of the Nasrid dynasty. Boasting multiple courtyards and gardens, it is a clear example of Arab influence on southern Spain architecture and one of the best preserved palaces of the historic Islamic world. The palace complex comprises the Alcazaba Fortress, the Nasrid Palace, and the Generalife Palace, which provides plenty of sightseeing opportunities. Here you'll find plenty of historical Arabic writings, carvings, and motifs. If art and history are not your cups of tea, you can stroll in the court of the lions as you admire the intricate carvings and fountains. The Palace of Versailles, France. Located in Versailles, about 12 miles west of Paris, this masterpiece of classical art was commissioned by Louis XIV in the 17th century and is a symbol of splendor and excess. It took over 50 years of reconstructing, expanding, and embellishing, which cost an estimated $300 billion in today's money. Of this amount, a third of the entire budget went towards constructing 372 statues, 55 water features, 600 fountains, and over 20 miles of canals. The Palace of Versailles has some of the largest gardens in the world, measuring a jaw-dropping 800 hectares, over 210,000 flowers, and 200,000 trees are planted annually, giving visitors plenty of space to roam through and admire. So huge is the garden that in the 17th century, the fragrance of the garden was so strong that it made guests at the palace ill. A tour of the palace would be incomplete if you didn't go inside. The palace has 700 rooms, 67 staircases, and 1,200 fireplaces, all of which are adorned with impressive furniture and art collections. Not to be missed is a 73-meter-long famous Hall of Mirrors, designed by Jules Douin-Mossart. It is lined with 17 massive ornamental mirrors divided into 300 mirror segments, which creates a striking effect as the sunlight hits them. The tour continues through the Battles Gallery, which features paintings depicting France's major military events, the Royal Opera House, the King's and Queen's apartments, and the chapel dedicated to St. Louis. Which of these palaces did you love the most? Have you ever visited any of them? If so, what was your experience? Comment below and we will be happy to sample your opinion.